Roma, and I watched that Luther Vandross thing. Thank you, Sammy darling, for the rain cloud. It made me cry. I don't know if you've seen it. It's like a Luther Vandross special on his life. Happy birthday, Emily Rose, my darling. Good morning, Ashley. Have you seen it, guys? Honestly, it's an amazing watch, and he was such a lovely guy. All he wanted was love, to find love. Poor Luther. Right, guys, so what we're going to do is we're going to tap the screen. We're going to get up to 200k likes. Also, repost the live. Good morning, Layla. And then we will get on with the FYP news. Do you know what, guys, right? Again, I thought, oh, I'll do the right thing and keep certain things off the FYP. But I'm not doing it to be like, thank you, Spartan, my darling, for the headphones. Thank you. Look like a receptionist. I'm not doing it because I'm avoiding talking about situations. I just don't want to like you know, ignite things or pour fire on situations that I'm bored of hearing about. That's all, guys. You know, if I speak about it in here, then it makes it onto other lives and things like that. Do you know what I mean? So that's all it is, really. I just wanted to say that, but everything else we'll talk about. I ain't got a problem. Yeah, I've heard about the Pope. The Pope. God bless him. Did anyone see Biggs last night? Brooklyn. So I had the live shared to me. I think it was about 1 o'clock this morning, 2 o'clock this morning. Thank you for the subscription, my darling. Welcome to Team Red. Absolutely. But I don't know what happened to him, because when I was in there, it looked like he was drunk or something like that. So I don't really know what happened with the big situation. I have seen a video on the FYP, but he was out of it. And it doesn't really sit right with me playing a video. He hit a whitey. Oh, was he participating in the herb? Yeah, an edible. Yeah, that'll do it to you, darling. Not drunk, he had an edible. Right, okay, thank you, MT, that's what it was. But see, my son, he doesn't like smoke or drink, or because he's a fitness fanatic. And he went to Amsterdam with his girlfriend, and he had some of them edibles, right? And he was on in another dimension. He was in another dimension, guys. Thank you, Dippy Egg, darling. I was on the phone to him. We didn't know if he was real. It's dangerous, you know, this edible stuff. MT knows all about the drama. Right, guys, so we've got 2,000 people. These taps are absolutely horrendous. We should be on more taps by now, please, guys. Let's get these taps in. The faster we get the taps, the faster I get on with the FYP. Thank you, Ink, to my darling. Also, yeah, everywhere, MT. Also, as well, guys, I do have a cloud target. If we could smash this target, please, guys. Chip away at the cloudy clouds. If you do send one, the mods will give you a cheeky pin. But please comment for your pin. So otherwise, if you don't comment, they can't catch you fast enough, and then you don't get pinned, you see. And this is the place to be pinned in the morning. Absolutely it is. Do you know what I mean, Louise? Thank you, Dippy Egg. So, guys, we've got 12 out of 150 clouds. Let's get these clouds done, guys. Absolutely. If you can't afford to gift or don't want to, just tap the screen. You'll help out in any way that you can, right? Thank you, Mother Glass PJ. Good morning, Smiley Clips. Thank you, Ink, darling. Also, as well, if we do play an FYP clip that belongs to one of you screen recording pages or content pages, please comment and we'll give you a pin as well. All right? Yes, we'll make it fair for everybody around these ways. Thank you, Sammy. Thank you, Cruella. Did everybody have a lovely day yesterday? Because the weather weren't too bad. It was warm, wasn't it? So, like I say, we went out for a carvery, and then like we went down Cleethorpes and had some donuts and everything else, and I got back and I was just like, oh, I ate so much yesterday, guys. Rest in peace, the Pope. Rest in peace, the Pope. See, I'm not a fan of the Vatican and the popes and all that. I'm not going to sit here and lie, and I'm not being disrespectful to religion, but all that Vatican and the popes and things like that, it's like, how can I put this without being disrespectful? Because I'm not disrespectful to any religion. Thank you for the rain clouds, guys. Thank you. It's just really eerie for me. Like, do you know what I mean? Does anyone get that vibe? And I'm not saying like, yeah, it's a bit sinister, the Vatican and the whole thing. Just a vibe about it that I'm not Thank you, Steph, but it is sad because there will be religious people all over the world in mourning this morning. So my heart goes out to you guys. Okay. Yes. Good morning. Do you think it's corrupt? I don't know what's going on there, but for me, exactly that roo-roo with the dark energy around the whole Vatican thing and stuff like that. Right, so Corey requested me and so did Dave Duran's, but I want to do my FYP show today and then we'll do some battles after. So hopefully Corey will request me again and so will Dave. Misread for paper, don't even think so. I can barely run an FYP show, let alone a church. Should that be? Don't be signing me up for that stuff. Corey's gone for a nap. Well, he's... I bet he's tired from being all over the FYP. That picture, guys. Basically, one of the evils did a video and they thought they were doing something with the video, trolling me with the lips and Susie, but I thought it was absolutely hilarious to the point I shared it to all my friends and I was absolutely pissing myself. Thank you, Shan. Thank you, Karen. Guys, come on, let's get going. Let's tap the screen, get these clouds in, get your heart miss in, and then we'll get on with the FYP. We're going to open boxes today as well. So how are you feeling about that, guys? Because you ain't... Alicia, my darling. Alicia, what you been up to, darling? Because I seen a video of JC saying that he wasn't in a relationship with you. Oh, that was so funny. Guys, and our Alicia cute. She is a cutie, isn't she? Oh, Alicia, darling. Thank you for the claps, Alicia. Thank you. Right, let me have a hit of the Mayfair Blue while we get these. Alicia, you better not have been cheating on me. I bet Luke's fuming. Yes. Luke could be fuming. Luke could be like, should have been me. Oh, Luke, where is he anyway? Say his name 3 times and he'll appear. Right, guys, have you reposted the live, everybody? Has everybody reposted? We've got 2,500 people in here. Get reposting, guys. We've only got 25 reposts. It's terrible. I'm going to tell you all off this morning. Yes. Thank you for the cloud, my darling. Thank you very much. Oh, it's warm in here. Yeah, see, you reposted now. If you don't ask, you don't get. I've learnt that on TikTok. Good morning, Belfast Becca. Out with you, cardigan. It's too hot. Oh, dear. Thank you, Yvonne, darling. Thank you. We love Alicia around these ways. We do love Alicia around these ways. Morning, Marcia. I hope I said your name right. I'm terrible with names. Right, guys, so is there any gossip? Is there any drama that you want me to report on today that I may not have seen on the FYP? If so, please tag me in the videos on the Misread FYP account and I will have a look once I've done the FYP news that I've got and we'll go over the drama that you want me to look at. Thank you, guys, for all the love. Thank you. Right, where are we? Let's have a look. Right, guys, we've really got to get these clouds in, I'm afraid. We've only got 33 clouds out of 150. It's terrible for a bank holiday Monday and the Misread show. Pearl did amazing. So, guys, thank you, everybody that went over from here yesterday and supported Pearl because it was amazing. She got popular number 3 on the FYP. Not on the FYP, on the popular. Thank you, Alicia and Lucy. Yes, mods, can you pin the people, please, that said did these clouds? Also, as well, she made it onto daily. She did the skydive, which obviously is for equipment for, you know, people that suffer with poorly hearts. So, yeah, she did absolutely amazing. Guys, I am aware that the Pope died. I am aware that the Pope died. Thank you. We have spoke about the Pope. Thank you, Annie. It's very sad, very, very sad, but the show must go on, unfortunately, today. I will never... Well, that's up to you, Adele, darling. That's up to you. Guys, can I ask a question? Who like... I'm actually going to ask that question because I was just going to say, like, who is into, like, the whole Pope thing and do you know what I mean? Are you a supporter of that? Because, like, I don't want to come across offensive because it's not what I'm here to do. It is very, very sad that somebody has passed away. But I just... the whole Vatican thing. Yes, the secrets that they hold within them Vatican walls. Imagine. You are. Yeah, I respect that. I respect that. Right, let me just have a hit of this Mayfair Blue. It's got so many secrets down there. My nephew, when he visited Rome, he went to the Vatican and he went underground somewhere. And there was like skulls and bones in this like cave thing. He said it was really eerie. Oh, you think it's a cult? Well, I don't know what it is, darling, but ain't for me. You know what I mean? It's like that whole, what is it? Illuminati stuff in it. It's the unknown for me. Freaks me out. Thank you, Jelly. Really freaks me out. They're not as bad as the royal family. I've been watching The Crown, guys, and I've had my eyes woken up a little bit watching that Crown. I've been screaming at the TV. Yes. I used to love the Queen and everything. Do you know what I mean? After watching that Crown, I did speak to Cockapoo about it. I said, Cockapoo, you know, I'm not happy about these situations that I'm watching. And she said, well, it is dramatised, Donna. I just thought, you know, the way Princess Diana was treated was unfair, and that Prince Charles annoys me. Camilla absolutely annoys me. So, yeah. Good morning, everybody. The only one I like, really, is Harry. And William's all right. I think it's just Prince Harry for me. But it is a really, really good drama series, guys. Royalty is outdated. I know, but this country, it's all about, you know, the monarchy and everything, you know. It's what makes England so appealing to people that would come here and visit. Do you know what I mean? Thank you guys for the wristbands and the roses. Because, you know, even though the taxpayer fund the royals, we make more in revenue from tourists and things like that. Does that make sense? But I do think we should keep the monarchy. It's traditionally English, you know. Oh, rude. Let's not talk about that Prince Andrew one. Harry sold his family. See, I disagree with that. I believed at first that Meghan Markle was a problem, but that's because that's what the press made her out to be. But in hindsight, Harry's really happy. You know, he's met the love of his life, and yeah. I think Harry's very happy with the Meghan one. I think Meghan is... I've seen her in a different light. Yeah, I didn't like her, but now I do. Yeah. Because you got to remember, guys, what the press have put out there. This is just my opinion. I'm not saying that you have to agree with it. What the press have put out there, it clouds your judgment. You know, it's kind of like mind control because they want you to believe situations. But he's a lot more happier with her now than what he was when he weren't. Do you know what I mean? Me and politics are a no-go. It gets me cancelled. So, Would you? Oh, no, Evil Josh, absolutely not. Harry's not my type, darling. I like the older man. Yes. I love an older man. Yeah. Grey hair, 6 foot tall, with the name Simon. They never accepted her. I think they... So, from what I've seen of the situation, I kind of like feel like they never made Meghan feel like, you know, they made her feel like she weren't good enough. But this is just what I believe, you know. The royal family, you know, it's a very strict institution, and Meghan Markle is, you know, she's a woman of, you know, new generation. Do you know what I mean? And I think she struggled with their protocols. She wanted to modernise it a little bit. And I don't think that's what the royal family appreciated. But we appreciated that. It makes them more relatable. Of course, we don't know the truth, do we? But I'm just assuming. This is just my assumption that I think that, you know, maybe there was too much control there. Just my opinion. And as well, they took away Harry's protection. You know, he's the son of the King of England. He should have protection because he was born into that lifestyle, and, you know, with him being who he is, he should have that protection. This is just what I believe, you know, because you got people that, you know, would want to do silly things and make examples, and they took that away. Not his real father. Do you not think so, Phyllis? I do. Anyway, should we get off the royals? Like I say, like, you know, whatever your opinion is your opinion, but I like Harry and Meghan. I didn't, but I do now. Yes. Right, so let's go, guys. Should we get into the FYP news, everybody? You don't think it's his real father? I don't know, you know. I wouldn't like to put that out there. I wouldn't like to put it out there, to be honest. I don't really care. Yeah, I don't really care. I still like him. Right, where's in the box? Let's have a little look. We've got a princess cupcake in the box. Right, guys, so we are going to open the boxes today. All right, everybody, so stay tuned. Also, as well, guys, to get in the box, you have to make sure you've sent your heart me, because I'm not just open in the boxes to, you know, people that ain't send heart me's, because we get people from other sides of TikTok coming in the boxes causing trouble. So if you want to come in, thank you, Granny Mo, and give me abuse, you can at least send me a heart me for the trouble. Exactly that. Right, guys, popular number 18. If you haven't got your heart me in, get it in immediately. Thank you very much. I can see you all doing it now. Right, Alexa, play the BBC News theme tune. Thank you, Lady Lisa. Thank you, Bab. Alexa, off. Alexa, play the BBC News theme tune.
Here's BBC News theme by TV Theme Tune Factory on Amazon Music.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Miss Red Show on this miserable bank holiday Monday, but it's standard around these ways to have horrendous bank holiday Mondays. That's our plans out the window, but nevertheless, I'm still here to entertain all you guys today and give you a little bit of gossip, a little bit of drama, and also my reactions to videos. And today's Come To It, Stay Affected and Bitter. Alexa, off. So, thank you, Bectram. Thank you, my darling. Right, guys. So, we're going to start off with a video from our Joey Ticky. Obviously, everybody is aware that our Pearly Pops did a skydive yesterday for charity. At one point, I thought that she may back out, but absolutely not. If you give Pearl a challenge, she is going to take that challenge and she is going to absolutely smash it. So, anyway, our Joey Ticky, you know, he's a wind-up merchant. Big love, Wendy. Thank you, darling. This is more better. Wendy knows all about it. Big up, Wendy, my darling. So, obviously, this is Joey's intake on the Pearl skydive. Yes. She did amazing, didn't she, guys? Right, where is that Joey Ticky one? Where is the Joey Ticky one? Here it is. Pearl skydive. Thank you, Karen.
Well, fuck.
While Pearl skydive was going on, Jerry actually sent me a picture and he said, I'm going to make a video quick. I said, get it done, it's going to be hilarious. But the unbooted finished me off. Well done, Jerry, again. Smashed it. We love Joey Ticky around these ways. Guys, if you're not following Joey, please give him a follow. His content is some of the best content on TikTok. Joey, thank you, Mario. Thank you guys for the heartmies and the wristbands and everything else. I do appreciate it. Thank you. Joey, I love that video that you did of Me, the Evil One, and CLA as the three witches from Hocus Pocus. Thank you, Karina, darling, for the rain clouds. Even though it did say Bex, but Joey, I have to agree with you, darling. You're only stating the truth. Do you know what I mean? So, guys, if you haven't seen that video of the Hocus Pocus thing, go on Joey's story and watch it on the story. Yes, just Joey stating facts, really. Right, guys, so that's Joey. We've got a lot to get through today. Where is our Pearly Pops' skydives? Here it is. Pearl has a message for Delusive Angie before she does her jump today. And I love you too, Corey. Thank you, my darling. Corey, do you know when I've done my FYP and we've had the boxes open and everything, we'll do a few battles if you want. We'll go around TikTok and cause a bit of chaos. So, guys, as I was saying, when Pearl did a little speech, oh, when you're going back to sleep, have a good sleep, darling. Have a good sleep. Right, so when Pearl was doing a little speech and, you know, I was expected to be mentioned in that speech. But no, it was to Delusive Angie. Delusive Angie. And, guys, you remember the days of Panji. So I'm hoping that maybe, potentially, after, you know, her speech to Delusive Angie, you never know, Panji could be back on. I don't know, guys, what do you think? They love each other, really. So let's watch this, guys. This is on FYP_news_Albert_backup page ___.
Oh, Pearl, is there anyone you've wanted to say something to that you just haven't said it yet, but you'd like to say now before it's the end?
Don't speak to me.
Yes, to Delusive Angie, listen, this is my last time on earth, and I would just like to say I really do love you. I know you've got some shitty little ways and things, but listen, when I was your friend, and I really do love you. That's to Delusive, the only one. But all the rest I've spoken to on the phone, said I love you, so that's to our Delusive.
You ain't spoken to me.
Oh, is there anyone you...
Guys, who would love to see Panji back together? So we'll do a quick poll. Happy face, yes. You want Panji immediately. Sad face, no. It's never going to happen. Because, I mean, I know that a lot's happened and a lot's been said. But there was funny. There was funny together. Okay, so a majority of you, you're voting Panji, guys. You want to see Panji? It's free to vote, guys. It doesn't clip anything from your credit cards or anything like that. So, you know, get your votes in. Right, 1 minute, guys. I've got a few clapbacks to do as well today, you know. Yes, all the fucking clapbacks. Actually, I might do a clap back now. Hello, Mr. Montefi.
Hello, Mrs.
Simon, I've had enough.
What?
I'm going to tell everybody now.
Tell them.
I will tell him. Right now.
Go on then.
I am. Right, anyway, moving on from Pearl and her amazing skydive. Shall I show you? Let me show you a video and then I'm going to get into my rant. Guys, thank you, Lily, Janine and everybody. Let me just play this video and then I'm going to go into my rant. Ruthless Red's going to be back for a couple of minutes.
You're going to be fine, Pearl, I promise. We're going to see you in about 5 to 6 minutes when you're on the floor and you're fine.
Listen, this is pushing me to my limits now, and if I've done this, I can do anything.
There you go.
Absolutely.
When you've got 2 men strapped to your back?
No, I've got one in front of us and one at the back of it.
Sounds like a party, doesn't it, guys?
I'll be there in 10 minutes.
Corey.
It is a good time, pal. And there is another one in the cloud somewhere. That's your mum's up there. So that is Pearl. That is Pearl's.
Lucky lady, I know. Well, I'm married, but you know. I've never heard Corey so excited.
And I think the other one is Gian, and I think. There's Pearls. Nancy!
Oh, guys, let's have some yellow hearts for Pearl. Let me just fast forward that a bit.
I can't zoom in any further. I'm zooming.
We've got to get to the good bit.
You can hear her as well.
Oh, thank you, everyone. Oh. There you go, guys. I think that Rubber Duck as well, she did an amazing job. I think she narrated it brilliantly. I know, the way her legs were sticking up in the air. Perfect landing, our Pearl. But like I say, she did amazing yesterday. And thank you, everybody, for... oh, my God. Ginny Peck, respectfully, you can get out of here because you don't follow me. And you're just in here causing trouble. So out of the live, go and cry in somebody else's live that you got blocked by Miss Red because you had an opinion. No, you're just in here causing trouble and you can kindly fuck off. Anyway, guys, so yeah, Rubber Duck did an amazing job. Thank you guys for the heart miss of, you know, recording, cam toing, whatever it is, the whole thing. And I spoke to Pearl this morning. I said, well done, darling. Everyone's really proud of you. She went, I tell you what, I'm aching in places I've never ached before. So obviously because she had her legs up in the air and, you know, everything else, she's aches and pains everywhere. But I tell you what, she's amazing. Love it. And am I going to do one? Absolutely not. So she's got more, you know, bollocks than me. Anyway, guys, so big up Pearl. Right, let's move on. So I'm going to really talk about this one because she cannot, let me take my medication, guys. She cannot ever keep my name out of her mouth. Would love to see it. I wouldn't do it, Lauren. I wouldn't do it at all. Not for no amount of money in the world. No way. And I wouldn't shave my hair off either. So for the person that put that out yesterday, get a life. Because I wouldn't shave my hair off. I know what you're trying to do. I would say shave your own hair off, but most of it's hair extensions anyway. So, you know, there's not really a lot to shave off, is there? Do you know what I mean? Right, guys, the only time I do something like that is like, you know, if it was something really personal or, you know, something, do you get what I'm saying? And like, you know, people putting shit like that out there. Piss off. Get out of here. Anyway, let's move on. So, the M's one, she doesn't shut up about me, guys. She's continuously sat there. Thing is, when I talk about her, she cries. She's like, oh, Miss Red's inciting hate. Miss Red's bullying me. Miss Red's a bully. But it's you that sits there, M's, speaking about me, you know, talking about my weight, saying I need fucking treadmills and saying that my filters are up to 100%. Darling, I've seen you on your Facebook days and let me tell you, you ain't no oil painting, darling. So please don't be coming for me. My filters are only up about 50%, all right? But like I say, I've seen your Facebook days when filters weren't even a thing and you ain't want to sit there calling me out for my filters. I can tell you that from your thing. Thank you, Lissy Lou. Thank you, darling. So let's listen to what the M's one's got to say about me again. Again. Every night of the week. Always about me. Get a life, M's. Thank you, Kate. She wonders why she has all these problems with people on TikTok, do you know what I mean?
If someone could give me Miss Red and the treadmill.
What happened with Miss Red and the treadmill stuff?
No, Brett. Remember Lawrence on a treadmill?
Yeah.
Well, now it's changed. It's Miss Red on a treadmill now.
They just make it up as they go along, don't they? Sam, thank you. Make it up as they go along, mate.
The only exercise you get is when you fucking run into the off licence and back, darling. So no, I don't need a treadmill. My size is actually quite normal. Do you know what I mean? I'm pleasantly plump, but I own what I am, and I'm absolutely gorgeous with it. Yes. So don't you worry about me on a treadmill, darling. Worry about your own fucking exercise. Maybe take less journeys to the off licence. Do you know what I mean? Buy yourself I think she's got a treadmill, isn't she? But concentrate on your own health, darling. How about that? Start with AA, maybe. You know, sat there night after night getting pissed in your kitchen because you're just so bitter with your own life that you have to sit there and, you know, think that you fat shaming me is actually, you know, affecting me, but it's not. It's just making you look the person that you are, which is jealous, hateful and bitter. Just saying. All by yourself, exactly, all by yourself, because any person that she gets in that kitchen or any person that's associated with her, she abuses them or, you know, uses them for TikTok clout and makes them and ridicules them all over TikTok. And we know all about your history and what's happened in your kitchen, darling.
They make it up as they go along.
Trying to get a fucking Miss Red on the fucking treadmill.
See what I mean about
Make it
that?
up as they go along.
How can she sit and talk about anybody's way, anybody's look, anybody having filters on? That she can't sit there and judge anybody when this is her life. How about take your dog for a walk? Get your dog a bit of exercise. You can't sit and judge anybody, darling, because your life is a shambles. Thank you guys for the love.
How do you like your eggs in the morning?
Not with vodka, darling.
I like them with some bread.
I like my wicked.
Sam, thank you so much.
Well,
Dale, S&M, Casey, Mama W, everyone who texts me.
as long as I get my kiss.
How do you like your eggs in the morning?
I have to get off the break now. How do you like? Yeah, you don't be singing that all fucking night now. Your eggs in the morning. I like my
With some vodka. Yeah, here's another one.
sounds with the fucking bunnies and the fucking teeth. So now I'm gonna fucking bust Red and say how she fucking likes it because that's Luke's friend. You'll have all the fucking Miss Red running on a treadmill. Melissa, she's got a fucking a filter up to 100%. At this point, you can't even fucking see the neck. Because it's all immersion to fucking one.
Actually, I haven't got a neck M's. I've got chins, which I own with fucking pride. I would rather have no fucking neck than them fucking gnashers projecting out the fucking mouth.
With the filter. No, I've got mine on 40. Massage. Look.
Yes.
See? Told ya. a bit worse without my fucking ring light. Who knows? But you can see everything.
Unfortunately.
What half of you people are forgetting is that I used to go on Facebook.
And you looked absolutely horrendous, darling. You looked horrendous. You looked like you'd been scraped off the floor. I ain't gonna lie. And for those of you that are sitting there saying, wow, I can't believe Miss Red is saying this, well, believe it. Because if people want to continuously poke at me for my weight, for my looks and everything else, you'll get it back. So I don't want to see you crying on your live tonight. Miss Red said this, Miss Red. Remember who says it first. And there'll be videos, oh wow, Miss Red, you know, mocking Ams. Good. Good. Because I will do that. If you want to sit there digging me out, I'm going to do it right back. Because I'm channeling my inner pettiness. Thank you, Lynn's darling. Thank you very much. No, the thing is, right, I don't sit here and I'm not one of these people that, yeah, I put my makeup on and I do my hair and, you know, but that's because I do TikTok, you know, I do social media. But you've seen me without makeup on, you've seen me with my eyebrows off. Do you know what I mean? It's just that while I'm making, you know, FYP and people, I want to look nice. And I should be able to look nice without getting ridiculed for fucking weight and my lips and things like that. Because the thing is, the people that are actually talking about my lips have got their lips done and they're fucking bigger than mine. But I was waiting for it. I was waiting for all this. Oh, look at her lips. You're just jealous. It's jealousy. Guys, who thinks it's jealousy? Happy face, yes. Sad face, no. And the thing is, you've actually got nothing to be jealous of because, you know, if you tidied yourself up, you know, sorted your life out, stopped drinking, you could, you know, look amazing. But you just choose to sit there night after night, acting a victim in your kitchen, inciting hate, causing trouble all the time. You could actually turn your life around and do something productive. Go out and get your nails done. But you don't want to do that. You just want to sit there being a fucking bitch. Because you don't want to change. Addiction isn't that easy. The thing is, right, we can't blame addiction on people's attitudes. Them days are long gone for me. Just because she likes a drink doesn't mean she can sit there and be see you next Tuesday all the time. There's many people that have got addiction, but they're not sitting there being horrendous all the time or treating people like shit. Addiction is no excuse for being that way. People have tried to help her and she refuses it. You know, facts, and this is coming from somebody who is an addict. I used to have an addiction to alcohol and I used to binge drink and, you know, illegal substances. I was the worst one for it. It nearly killed me. But do you know what? I thought enough is enough and I had to do something about it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been here any longer. And I had children to look after. I birthed my kids. And from the moment that, you know, it sunk in that actually it's not about how I'm feeling or what trauma I've suffered. I don't want to be passing that on to my kids. So I have to sort myself out for the sake of them. I have to keep on going every day for the sake of them. It's not about me now. And I'm still actively addicted. But I'm not going to use it as an excuse for my bad behaviour or me being vile. Absolutely not.
Could have put it back on now. I used to go on Facebook live streaming, which had no filters whatsoever.
I know, when you looked horrendous. I'm not going to lie, I've seen the Facebook videos. So don't sit there, you know, and you do have your filters on because how you looked on Facebook is completely different to how you look now. So shut it, Ams. addiction is a disease. Bad behaviour to others is a bad behaviour to others when you're an addict is a choice. It's a choice that you make. Like, and I have to, I do revert back to myself because obviously I've been, you know, I've lived it, okay? So when I had a drink, I used to get nasty with the drink. I used to be absolutely horrendous, say some terrible things. I have to, Sophs. You know, it's a misread show, innit? And the only way that I would stop being nasty to people is to stop drinking. Donna, you haven't changed, still addicted, being a liar. Malone, did I just say that I'm still an addict? So I don't know how long you've been in the live, darling. You actually didn't do anything when you just come in there. So you can get the fuck out of here, Malone. Open the ears, get some cotton buds, or however you clean your ears out, and remove the wax immediately, because you may be able to hear better. So the moral of the story is, being a dick doesn't mean that you can be a cunt. How's about that? Anyway, moving on from that kitchen rodent, we're going to talk about Luna. So Luna won £2,000 at the bingo. Where is she? Because I ain't seen her in ages. TikTok's been missing her, apparently. Yes, that's what it is, a kitchen rodent. On the same. Well done, Willow. We've not. You haven't? Have you not been missing that? Oh, I've been missing her, guys. I ain't going to lie. But anyway, she won £2,000 on the bingo. Here we go. She's got fucking glow sticks in her hair, guys. Is she at a fucking rave or what? That ain't no bingo, Ali darling. Ain't no bingo that I've been to. People have got glow sticks in the hair. It's a fucking rave. Look. It's bongo bingo. What the F is... What's bongo bingo, guys? And where can I go to one of these bongo bingos? It's a rave bingo party night. I love that she's living her best life. I know she's a menace, but she's living her best life. Has anyone ever been to this bongo bingo? I'd love it. I mean, she looks off her tits. Are they passing around poppers and things like that? I don't know what gets passed around at a rave. Because it ain't no Coca-Cola. Bongos is amazing, is it? I'm going to have to go. It looks fucking brilliant. £2,000 as well. Right, so I was going to play a video of the Alpha Bar one, guys, right? So obviously you're all aware that she's made FYP again, right? And Bongo Bingo's the best fun, apparently. But do you know what, right? I'm not going to play the video because I don't agree with, and you know I'm not an Alpha Bar fan around these ways, right? I don't agree with people in the comments telling her to unalive herself. Do you know what I mean? And I know that she could turn the comments off and, you know, it'd all go away. But yeah, I don't think that me playing these videos is going to help a situation at the minute, because as much as, you know, we may dislike people, you've got to admit, guys, nobody should be told to unalive themselves. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, so she was like, you know, punching walls and things like that. But yeah, so I'm not going to play the video, but you are aware of the videos on the FYP. The Observer, did you post a video about it? About, thank you, Mary, about nobody deserves to be told to unalive themselves. Yeah, like, it was for money and attention. So we know how Alpha Bar works. We know that everything that she does is for views and everything else. But people in the comment section shouldn't be spamming a chat with unaliving herself. You know, like, where's the human compassion and empathy? And this isn't me defending Alpha Bar in any way, but it's not nice to see at all. You know, someone sent for a welfare check, did they? Until you have lived through it. This is what I'm saying, darling. This is what I'm saying. Janine, exactly that. See, Roxy. So there's a lot of TikTokers with problematic behaviour on TikTok, and we all know what. Thank you, Gail, darling. We all know what creators, I'm talking, there's many, even myself, I've had problematic creator. I've been a problematic creator. But people saying that in your comments, it's just it's a different level, because what if one day a creator was to act upon that? God forbid, it should never happen, you know? No, it's wrong. Thank you, Jay Slay. Thank you, Mary. I wonder why the words are not mute. I've said this, cockapoo. I've said this because I know that Alpha Bar, she does like to leave comments going so she can go back at the comments and, you know, sit there and, you know, she's got a victim mentality, isn't she? But nevertheless, it's still wrong that people are saying this to her. It's sick. So I will say that. Yeah, I know, Andrea. I know. Like, please don't think I'm Team Alpha Bar. I'm just saying, like, obviously it was your video that I see in Observer that meant, because I was going to play the videos this morning, and when you know, I seen that, I was like, okay, you know, people shouldn't be telling her to do that. So I don't want to sit here and laugh at what she was doing and things like that. Does that make sense to everybody? Threatening to hit a woman last night. Who? The Alpha Bar one. She doesn't help herself, does she? Thank you, Kate, darling. She doesn't help herself, but nevertheless, it's still wrong, people saying that to her. Oh, thank you, Mary, darling. Good morning. Who sent the pooey finger? Who sent it? Look, I'm the worst for sitting here and, you know, calling Alpha Bar out. You know, I've done it for so long, but when you're seeing them comments, you know, as a mother, as a grandmother, as, you know, it's not nice to see. Who said me? Jay. Thank you, Dawn. Sorry, don't have money. You don't have to gift, darling. Thank you, Lauren. Thank you for the claps. Pick up, Lauren. Thank you, love. Thank you. Right, where are we on this popular? Yeah, thank you, Lexi. No transphobia in the comments, guys, please. And you're entitled to your opinions, but this isn't the room for stuff like that. Because, you know, we have to keep everybody feeling safe. Do you know what I mean? Despite your feelings for other people, we still have to keep people safe. Right, guys, so we are number 9 on the popular. Guys, if you could kindly get me to number 3, please, before the day is out. That would be absolutely amazing, because you know I'm a popular bag. So, guys, that would be heart me's. I'll do some more polls, leave a comment, wristbands, and the popular gifts. Thank you, everybody. That was the claps. Thank you, guys. Right, so I'm not going to be playing the Alpha Bar one, doing that. Right, let's get into the drama. Corey claps back at DG. So, I don't know if you remember the other day when me, DG and Corey was battling, and, like, DG did appear to have a little bit of an attitude on him, I'm not going to lie. And, like, I'd like to really know, like, what... Thank you, Tazia. Thank you, darling. Thank you, Susan. What I've done, or what I've done to DG, because I've always respected him. Do you know what I mean? I've never done anything to really make him be that way. Like, he didn't have an attitude. He did, darling. He did have an attitude. You know, he had a face like a smacked arse, to be honest. So I don't know, like, what's happened or what I've said or what I've done, because, you know, I've always, like, really supported DJ and everything else. But it was just uncomfortable. It was like really uncomfortable. And this isn't me digging him out. I don't care what anybody says about I'm allowed to have my feelings, and my feelings are valid. And I just feel like, you know, the last battle that we had, there was a lot of atmosphere there. Because, you know, I was speaking to DJ and I was saying hello and things like that. And there was no acknowledgement there. Do you know what I mean? Doesn't matter if he's got beef with Corey, whoever's got beef with, but if I'm saying hello, at least, you know, be like, oh, hello, you know. Then I won't feel that way. Not that I lose sleep over it. I don't lose sleep over it, but, you know. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not having this. Because I was in that battle. I spent long enough in that battle to know how I'm feeling. So for those of you that was in that battle, right, who agrees that there was an atmosphere there? Happy face, yes. Sad face, no. Because I come off and I thought, fucking hell. Jesus, do you know what I mean? Do you know what really pisses me off? And this isn't directed at DJ. This is directed at whoever wants to take it at them. Why people have such a problem with FYP hosts, I don't understand that. Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, you may not agree that we're sat here playing your videos and things like that, but if it's on FYP, it's free game. Like, why so many creators have got problems with FYP hosts? Personally, myself, I feel like it's a little bit of jealousy because, you know, we get good views, you know, we do okay. Do you know what I mean? Because a majority of people that have got problem with FYP hosts have joined the boxes and didn't mind, like, fucking clout chasing in the boxes. Do you get what I'm saying? And this isn't directed at DG. This is directed at anybody that's had a problem with It just seems so many people have got problems with FYP hosts. You don't have to watch, guys, if you don't like it. But I ain't no different from any other TikToker. Like I say, what do you want me to do? Sit here and play battles all day and cry about unis and lions? Would that make you happy? At least FYP hosts are bringing a bit of content. Like I say, you may not agree with our views, but at least we're bringing content. So, you're lost, to be honest, Jess. Join the club. He doesn't have an issue with you. He felt like it the other day. I'm not going to lie. What content you watching? Other people's content. DG, in all fairness, you've done an FYP show too, darling. So, just saying. So why? So you saying that? Like, why do you do an FYP show then? Because, like, you are a content creator. Like, why don't you just stick to doing content? Why do you have to do an FYP show? So you've used FYP as content too. And like I say, like, you know, you've participated many times in these boxes. All the big creators have, you all fucking loved it off. I couldn't keep you out the boxes at one point, all you big creators. As a matter of fact, you all love the boxes that much that I have to say, no big creators in the boxes, because this is where the views are. And what do views equal? Gifters. So, you know. And I'd rather personally watch an FYP show than somebody battle. Because what content are people giving that are battling? Oh, thank you for that. Big up. Yes, take that glove. Da, 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 da. The big creators. The big creators got your views. No, they didn't, DJ. The big creators never got my views. I got my views in by sitting here doing this. I've done it for 3 years. That's why everyone's doing FYP now. They've taken what I do and they've modified it to what suits them because they know that it gets views in. Because for months and months and months, I've barely had big creators jump in these boxes. I got more views through me. Like, I'm not sat here with no personality, darling. So, yeah. And, like, you could say the same for Tyrone. You know, he does reaction to things. I'm here because of me, not because of you or any other creator. Yeah, you've helped, jumping in boxes and stuff. And thank you for that, Joey. I do promote a lot of creators, small creators, singers. So, personally myself, I think because FYP shows are doing good, and if a creator doesn't like what an FYP show is showing because it's showing them in their real form, or they've said something messed up or anything like that, that would be the only reason why big creators would have something to do with it, because we would be knocking, you know, them as a person. Well, maybe if creators didn't say shitty things, then we won't have any content to talk about. And this isn't directed at you, DG. This is directed at anyone that makes FYP. So, and you know another thing as well, people do like to discredit. They don't like to give you credit for something that you've built or an idea that you've come up with that, you know, 50 other thousand people are doing. You know, it's just like, oh, well, you know, you got your views off the back of us. No. I got it off doing my FYP news, darling. Anyway, here is Corey claps back at DJ. Obviously, DG and Corey have got a beef thing going, so Corey claps back at DJ. And there's a big difference with me as well. I don't think I'm a fucking rock star. How about that? I'm very humble. A majority of you big creators think you're fucking rock stars, darling. And you ain't.
Have you thrown your toys out with a pram, darling? Are you annoyed because I managed to buy a house before you? And I didn't rely on people's generosity to do it. Oh, bless you. Listen, it's not my fault you got a face like a wax, like a wax melt. That's gone wrong. I'm awfully apologetic. And I know I'm younger, more youthful, more better looking. I have legs for days. Did you see the state of him yesterday? Did you see his legs? I doubt any woman could want to sleep in bed with that. I'm funnier. I'm hilarious. Listen, Mr. Jekyll, I don't care about you, Dan. You don't care about me. You follow me. I block you. We're not on the same level. We never will be. All right? And by the way, you might act like you've got all the money in the world, and you have had thousands upon thousands of money on tickers, but I don't believe I'm famous. I had a much bigger platform than you on Facebook, darling, and I didn't walk around like I owned the place. You in the boxing last night were looking people up and down, trying to act like the big man, weren't you? I was getting phone calls every time. Who the DG think he is? I said, oh, I know he thinks he's famous, just ignore him. Search for the video. Page I've just tagged you in about the fight. What Torian said. What fight? He's punching with Chloe. Chloe's just in there for the money. Sorry. It's all for clout. Anyway, DG, I've got clout. Regardless whether I do the FYP or do anything else, you do not define me in any way, shape or form. I do not take anything you say as gospel. I would much rather listen to Delusive Angie. Do you understand? Now, respectfully, old man, leave me alone. Next! And Sally, apologies. Have you thrown your toys out with a
So, guys, that's Corey's clapback at DG. And like I say, I will play videos that are on the FYP, and it's not to incite hate or anything like that. I will show whatever videos I want to show off the FYP. People don't like that I'm showing these videos. Tough. Block me. Right, so there we go, guys. Corey and DG have beef. All right, guys. Anyway, moving on from that situation, we will talk about... So Alex is back on the app and talks about clicks. Right. So Alex joined Hayley Comet's live. And yeah, so for me, it's not about confidence. I hold back on talking about situations because I don't want to upset people and things like that, but it's okay for people to be shitty with me and, you know, things like that. That's okay, isn't it? Yeah. Right, so yeah, it's not back for good, guys. Alex isn't back for good, but I do agree with what he said in Hayley's box, so that's why I'm playing it.
I'd have a whole different approach because the way I've seen things and the way they move, it just seems to be, it's a lot of fucking clicky and too much. I'm not about the click, I'm just about in general. Too much clicky, too many people rubbing shoulders together. And when that happens, you can't be your authentic self because you're looking to offend someone that you're friends with, and you're not calling these people out because they're your friends. And I'm thinking, your true friends, you should be able to call out. If you don't agree with something they do, instead of just doing it off the app, you should do it on the app. Everything's done on the app, ain't it?
Yeah, 100%.
See, I agree with that. I agree with that. So, and the reason I'm playing this is just like for any of you, you know, people that are growing platforms or want to be a big creator, keep your circle really small. Keep your circle really small so that you don't have to kind of like be worried about upsetting that person or this person because you're friends with them. Do you know what I mean? So basically, just do you. Because sometimes when you do have friends and you're worried about saying if they've done something wrong and things like that. But again, I agree that if a friend has done something, you should be able to call it out and that, you know, there's no problems or anything like that, you know, because obviously it is TikTok, you know. But I do think people need alliances. You do need alliances because obviously we see how TikTok works. Everybody gangs up with each other. You know, to bring somebody else down. So equally, just like pick the people around you really carefully. Does that make sense? Anyone being rude will be muted or even blocked. Yes, I'm just as bad. How am I just as bad though? Because at the end of the day, I'm not like conspiring, joining up with people to bring anybody down. I don't give a shit. Do you know what I mean? I just come on, do my thing, and then I'm off. So, but I'm talking about some TikTok creators do team up to bring other people down. But all I'm saying is don't like align yourself with too many people. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, be authentically you, and yeah, just don't make too many friends. Like with me now, I've got my friends, like. The people that you see, the people that have always been with me, and I just keep that circle really small because truth be known, everybody's out for themselves on this app. Each and every person is out for themselves. Yeah, exactly. The people that I associate with, I know they have my back over everything. But other creators, you know, everyone's just out for themselves, and that's the truth. So there we go. It is dog eat dog on here. It absolutely is. are you out for yourself? So am I out for myself? Now I am. I never used to be, but now I am. You know, I've got my friends and I will always have their back and do what I can for them. But as far as other big creators go, yeah, I've had my eyes opened massively there. So now I am. Absolutely now I am. But like I say, my friends, I'll do anything for them. I'll always be there for them and, you know, have their back. But I'm out for myself now. Yeah, abso-fucking-lutely. And do you know what, right? If any, no, I know you weren't being horrible. The way I see it, you've got to match people's energy. So for those people that have been there for you, you are always there for them. Yes, call them out on the behaviour if they fuck up. Good morning, my pearl. Like, if they fuck up, call it out. But you don't have to, you know, fuck them off. Why should you? Why should you do that? Because it's what people want. You treat people how they treat you, guys. When are you training for Lipsy? I'm married, I ain't training for Lipsy. But yeah, I'll always be there to defend my friends, support them. And, you know, I'd go to war for them if you want to, because they're my friends. I genuinely love them. I've got all the time in the world for them. But as far as other creators go, no.
Good morning, my little babby. How are you?
How are you? How's the bones, Pearl, and the muscles?
Very achy. I feel like I've been run over by a bus.
You know what that is, yeah?
Oh, no, I've just come in just to say a great, big, massive thank you to everybody for coming and supporting yesterday. And just thank you. I love yous. And I'm glad I done it. And because I was going to back out a couple of times.
Do you know what, Pearl? Do you know the closest to you backing out?
What?
I did kind of like see it in you a little bit, and then I thought, nah, ain't no way she's going to back out of this. If you set yourself a challenge, you're going to do it. But I was a little bit like, oh, and I thought, nah.
So my face was all swelled, all puffed up. I cried all morning. And I tell you, when I didn't realise, when you went there and you had to sign the paper, like if something happened to you, it wasn't their responsibility, but they come out with that main word. And I thought, oh my dear Lord, what have I done? And then when you do it, honestly, it was amazing. It really, really was. But that's all. I've only come in for 2 minutes just to say a great, big, massive thank you to everybody. And I love yous for all your support that you've done.
Well,
yeah.
Can you do you know when you was up there so high in the sky?
Yeah.
What was it like? Like, was it freezing? Like, can you, like,
freezing? I got brain freeze going through the clouds, especially. It was icy cold in the clouds. It dropped to about a -9, I think it did. And I got brain freeze. And but when you were above the clouds, because obviously the sun was there and there was nothing to block the sun out, it was lovely and warm. And then you went from being lovely and warm and it just shocked your system. But the adrenaline and everything, I just think, so today I'm sort of like a bag of bones.
Would you do it again?
I'm doing it again on the 24th.
Oh, yeah, sorry, darling.
Yeah, the 24th of August I'm doing it. And there's a few that's doing it. Corey's doing it then. Rubber Duck is. Jay Carter, who sings on here, he's already booked, paid for it, it's sorted. But there's a few. So it's going to...
You know what? I might come just to cheer you all on, but I wouldn't do it.
Would you not, my Donna? Why don't you?
No, Pearl. I panic getting in the lift. I couldn't do that. But I might.
Well, that'll be nice. And if you come, you know, you can stay here. So
Yeah, yeah.
it'll be nice. It'll be nice. But listen, I'm not going to hold your page up. But like I say, I've just come to say a massive thank you to everybody, and it really was appreciate, and I love each and every one of you.
Oh, we love you too, Claire. You did wonderful.
I love you too. Right, go on then, me baby. Thank you for letting me.
Claire, how much did you raise in the end?
While I was doing the skydive on the gifts that I got, it was just short of £300. But I think on me GoFundMe, that was 1,600 and something that I got. But there's a sponsor I've got's going to double it. So all in all, like maybe just short of £4,000 or something. So what I'll do is when I go to the hospital, I'll get the big check done out and I'll give them the check, but it's a piece of equipment that's getting bought. Like, you know, even if it's the blood pressure machine, whatever, something.
Yeah.
But just when I go and do that on the hospital, so people doesn't think, oh, she's kept the money or do whatever. Just there you go. That like it'll be written on the check how much money there is. I took a photo of my bank account off the TikTok before I like in the morning.
Darling.
No, but some people don't, my Donna. So I took a photo on the morning, like that there was nothing there. Then a photo at the end of the night, how much was in. So nobody can say, oh, well, you took this, that, and the other. Do you know what I'm saying? So, but yeah.
Well done, Pearly Whirly.
Oh, thank you, my boxer. Thank you.
Surprised your false teeth didn't fall out on the way down.
I am glad I never had that implant in the side that I was getting because I might have swallowed it. I mean, everybody was wanting us to wear a nappy. I said, definitely not. If I piss on the driving instructor, I piss on him. And Joey took it went one farther and said I'd followed through.
Oh, well done, Pearl. You smashed it, man.
Oh, thank you. Hey, are you not up for the next one, my boxer, on the 24th of August?
Skydiving?
Yeah.
Hell no.
Why?
You're much braver than me, you are, Pearl.
Behave.
Pissing on instructors and that's right up your street anyway. No, well done, Phil. Hey, Miss Red, I just wanted to say, be better, not bitter, do you know what I mean? Let everyone do the thing around you, you stay in your own lane. That's the best way, innit? I've learnt a lot on this, trust me, I've learnt. Everyone says that they'll be there for you until the shit hits the fan, and then they don't really care. But, right, Phil, I just wanted to come in and say big well done.
Thank you, my boxer.
See you later, guys.
See you, bye. Bye, my Donna. I'm going to jump down, but thank you very much. Love you, and thank you, everybody.
Love you too, Pearl. Well done, darling.
Bye. Thank you, me baby. Bye, everyone.
It's true, though, guys, what Boxer said, you know, because, like, when you're really down, and, like I say, last year was a massive eye-opener for me. It was those that was there that I will always be loyal to and will always be my friend. It's a massive eye-opener. That's all I'm going to say. Yes. Yeah, thank you, Bev. That's exactly it. I just want the, yeah, that's it. Like, people matching energy and shit. Basically. Right, let me get back my videos. Sing for us. No. Right, guys, let's tap the screen. Get your heart missing because the live's dying down a little bit now. Right, guys, so we are, oh my God, we're number 7. Guys, let's get number 3 today. Justice for me around this TikTok place with the FYP news. Can I ask a question, guys? Thank you, everybody. Do you think a lot of people are jealous of people that are doing FYP, or do you think they have a valid point? Happy face, yes, they are. Sad face, no, they're not. Vote freely, vote however you want, guys. Like, I'm not going to block you or have a go at you or anything like that. And, like, you know, you get people say, oh, FYP shows, you know, they're causing the toxicity on TikTok. I mean, FYP hosts going at war with each other, maybe. But, and that's only like a recent thing, you know, over the last couple of months. But it's creators and behaviours that we've shown on our FYP shows. Like, you have to take some accountability for that. Like, I don't think FYP shows are destroying TikTok at all. It's just that TikTok's evolved. You know, too many FYP shows now. I know, but the thing is, it's thank you, El's Life, darling. It's a good show. Like, and it's hard. It's not as easy as what people think. Do you know what I mean? Because, like, you know, when you're talking about a creator and their community's not happy with you, it brings a lot of hate onto you. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know, I've just had a little back and forth with DG. Like, you know, I know that he's got his community here watch me. So, you know, it would cause them to be upset and things like that. But I ain't done fucking anything. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not the one with the fucking problem. Like, right, guys, so moving on, what we're going to speak about next. Do you know, I can't, this guy. Oh, let me just talk about this first. You think FYP are busybodies. Right, so, Hayley, if you think that, darling, obviously, you're not following me, which isn't a problem. I don't expect you to. Why are you sat in here watching? If we are such a big problem, please tell me, Hayley, why are you in here watching me while I'm doing this? Do you like to punish yourself? Like, why are you sat in here watching? Like, you're not forced to. Why don't you just, like, go to the side of TikTok where you can just sit and, you know, contribute towards battles all day? Or, I don't fucking know, whatever side of TikTok you want to go to. Why sit here and watch? I think she's the secret lover of the FYP, 100%. Thought you can have an opinion. So, people can have opinions. Did I just say that she couldn't have an opinion? She just said that she thinks we're busybodies. But why are you sat in here watching? It doesn't make sense. So anyway, guys, let me just play this video. And I want your opinion on this because I have seen a couple of videos all over TikTok. So Easter, right? So I'll be honest with you guys, all I got, Tilly, was one Easter egg. Like, because, you know, Mum's bought her one and other nannies bought her one and Uncle Josh and Auntie Si. So she got one Easter egg off me. Thank you, Angie. Thank you, my darling. So on the FYP, I've seen videos, right, of children waking up to 30 eggs, 50 balloons, trainers, video games. So these videos, it looks like it's Christmas morning. All right. Right, so let me play this video.
Easter has just given me the massive ick. Like, seeing all these parents online nowadays, they're treating Easter like it's someone's birthday, like it's the 18th or the 21st, or it's Christmas. Like, just give them a chocky egg, mate. You don't need to go and get them a new pair of trainers, new clothes, throw a big party. Like, what? Nowadays, it's just like social media mums are so toe curling. It's like a show off to be like, I'm the best parent. Like, doesn't mean you're a good parent just because you're throwing your kid a party. You've spent about fucking 500 quid on Easter eggs. You're probably in your overdraft. I'm sure your kid will not mind if you're just getting a couple of Easter eggs for them. And not only that, it actually puts a lot of pressure on other parents to feel like they're actually doing a shit job because they've not got this big party, because they've not given them like all these presents and stuff. And it's like, no, like, you shouldn't feel like you're having to compete with them because they're actual knobheads. Like, even if I was, like, financially well off and being a parent and stuff like that, I still wouldn't spoil my kid on Easter. Like, fair enough if you want a birthday or Christmas, but half of these parents will actually put themselves out just to look like a show-off, like, mint parent online, when really they're probably actually skint, and it's like, what are you doing it for? Validation of somebody online that you don't even know just to look like a mint mum or a mint dad. It's cringe. Easter has just given me the
yeah, so Ryan, hush a minute, man. I'm sorry, but I have to agree. And if anyone thinks I'm parent shaming, I don't care. I'm going to have my opinion. So Easter back in the day for me, 3 or 4 eggs if you was lucky. And now, obviously, because social media is a massive thing, we all know this. I do feel like parents do use it as an opportunity to kind of like show off a little bit. But what I don't think they take into consideration is other parents that can't afford to do this. So when I looked at some of the videos, and I'm not going to show them because if I show the videos, it's kind of, it could send people over there to like hate on the video, and I don't want that. Like I say, when I seen a couple of the videos, I was like, oh shit, I didn't get Tilly enough. Do you know what I mean? And then I thought, oh, I'll get her a couple of things off Amazon because like an Easter egg just isn't enough. But an Easter egg is enough. Like, it's Easter, it's not Christmas or birthdays or anything like that. But I haven't seen it any other year, guys. And like, I've been on TikTok 3 years, Facebook, you know, before that. I haven't, oh, thank you, Angie, for the flowers, my darling. Thank you. I haven't seen it any other years apart from this year where the kids are walking into the rooms and it's like Christmas fucking morning. Rabbit balloons and flowers and designer shoes and PS4. What is going on? And I get there are the parents, right, you know, that can afford to do this, but when you like, for me personally, when you're parading it on social media, I don't think that you're doing it for the right intentions. I think that you're doing it to show off because other parents, like I say, that can't afford to do that would feel bad. And like, you know, I sat there yesterday thinking I'm going to fucking order something off Amazon because this Easter egg just isn't enough, but it's peer pressure. Do you know what I mean? So when I open the boxes, I want to have your opinions on this. Each to their own. Do you think that each to their own? But I could never. Who believes that it's ridiculous? You know, a couple of Easter eggs, fair enough, you know, an Easter bunny bloom, whatever. But fucking PS5s, fucking Gucci shoes, P. Louise, fucking the whole fucking makeup thing. Because I tell you now, I ain't doing it Easter times. I nearly caved in yesterday when I seen these videos, but I won't be. And the size of the eggs as well. The flatten the eggs. It's not even an Easter egg. It's not even egg-shaped anymore. And the Easter boxes don't even say Happy Easter or have anything to do with Easter on the boxes. Yeah. And and they're like 40 quids. MT, darling, I only brought 2 Smarty eggs, the mermaid ones from Asda. I think it was like £9 for 2 eggs. All it is a cardboard box, a packet of Smarties and a fucking egg that isn't even shaped like an egg. So guys, do you go above and beyond for your little angels because you just love them so much and they have to have the best of everything at all times? Or no, an Easter egg's enough? This is what I'm saying, MT. Because look what you're doing to the rest of the parents on TikTok. You're giving us complexes. Request the boxes, ladies and gentlemen.
Good morning, Miss Red.
Good morning. Mods, can you put people in the box? Good morning.
You're looking absolutely stunning, can I say? I think you look more stunning every day. I just want to jump up about the Easter egg. So I'm disabled and housebound and I can't even take my grandsons out for a day out. And I've seen what you're on about on TikTok and it does look a lot, I'm not going to lie. But all I'm going to say is each to their own. If they can afford it, go for it. Happy days. But for me, my grandson's got an outfit because they'd already got 9 Easter eggs each. I'm not going to go into any competition with anybody. I'm going to do what I can do for my grandsons. I cooked them a roast dinner yesterday and we had a lot of laughs. And for me, I hope that's what they'll remember, not what I could buy them, but what I could give them in love and, you know, and my time. Because for me, that's what, you know, they need more than anything. You know, it might not be Sorry, go on.
You're so right. Sorry for interrupting. I've got to say it before it leaves my brain. I know, right, my granddaughter would remember us decorating Easter eggs, which we painted Easter eggs and put them all around the house. I did, so she can go for. She's going to remember that more than waking up to a PS5. You're so right there,
Just
Sharon.
for me, on the other end of the coin, my mum before she passed was very old school. So she was nearly 82 when she passed. So I was brought up with like old school values, and you know what? I'm quite glad I was, because for me they're just like fundamental basics that kids could really do within this world, you know. And I don't have the money to splash out on them, but I will always get them what I can. And the one thing that they will never have to doubt is how much Nanny loved them and tried her best for them. So I'm sorry if that's an unpopular opinion, but that's just the way I see it. And thank you very much for letting me up in your box. You're amazing.
Oh, thank you, Sharon.
Thank you so much.
Have a lovely day.
And you, beautiful. Bye-bye.
Bye, darling. Guys, I just want to hear Cockapoo's opinion on this.
It's going to be really unpopular. I'm going to be completely the opposite to you, Donna.
And this is what I love. I love getting challenged and people having a different opinion, believe it or not. Go on.
I just
Can I just put in as well? Because that's what I come up to say, Cockapoo, so go ahead.
we haven't talked this morning, so yeah. No, I just think that people can post what they want. I think that don't be affected. Everyone's got different, different incomes, different abilities to, to go all out. And I like to see it. I'm not going to lie. I mean, someone's just said to me, did I enjoy my lamb? And I was like, thank fuck I didn't post it. Was my lamb leg bigger than someone else's? Or I just, when you go on holiday, hands up if you post your holiday pictures. Isn't that like a little bit? Yeah, exactly. Someone's going in a caravan, someone's going in an all-inclusive in the Caribbean. Are we going to stop posting that now?
I only post my holiday pictures not to show everybody what I've got or how much money I've got. I only show it to show how lovely, the pictures are and what a nice time we're having.
But that's exactly what somebody who's going to pop up here is going to say about, showing their little Easter egg baskets and blah, blah, blah. They're not doing it to ram it down someone else's throat. They're doing it to say, look at all the effort I've put into what I'm doing for my kids. That affects other people, right? Because they maybe can't do that and shouldn't have to.
Right, okay. Some people are agreeing.
I'm going before you sack me. Bye.
No, don't go.
Bye.
Stay there. Let's hear Ashley.
Well, I was going to say exactly the same thing. And you've just said people post the holiday pictures because they want to show how much of a nice time they're having. And for me, everybody has different standards of living. So those people's kids are probably used to that level of gifts and things all year round. So they're showing how happy their children are. And I agree that there probably is people out there who are getting into debt to do these things. But there's probably a lot of people who aren't. And there's people like me, I'm a single parent, but I save all year for things to buy for my kids, and I miss out on other things to be able to fund that. And if I want to post pictures of my kids showing the things that I've saved for all year, then I will, but I would never judge anybody who only buys the child one Easter egg. That's up to them. It's, I just think do what you want.
Can I ask you a question though, Ashley, Cockapoo? Do you believe that a child should be getting a PS5 for Easter?
Yeah, so I don't believe what I see on social media anyway. Who's to say that wasn't the box from bloody Christmas? I mean, that's the other thing. Everyone at Christmas when they posted those rooms full of wrapped boxes. Who knows what's in them? Who cares really? I'm just nosy. I'm going to say it. I like seeing what other people are doing. Sort of to celebrate with their kids and Easter and stuff like that. Sorry about that. Yeah.
Is there anybody in the boxes that disagree with Ashley and Cockapoo? Please speak up immediately, ladies.
There's loads in the comments.
I don't think personally. I mean, it's all great. You do what you want to do with your kids, but I do think that in certain aspects, like when people go all the way over the top for like Christmas and stuff, you can get the children that then believe that they weren't as good as other children because they got more for Christmas and blah, blah, blah. I I think it's a similar sort of thing. I know what kids can be like, and it's like, oh look, well my mummy got me this, this, and this because she loves me more than your mummy loves you. Kids can be nasty just like that. Do you know what I mean? And it's not, you don't love your children more than anybody else loves their children. We all love our children more than anything in the universe.
Is that not, sorry, but is that not depending on how the child's been brought up and the attitude that they've got to the things what they are getting, not the fact that every child is like that? Because my kids get a lot, and I could know for a fact that they would never say to somebody, my mum loves me more than yours because I got this and you didn't get that. My kids would be like, oh my God, that's amazing, that's so lovely, that gift that you got for Christmas.
Unfortunately, you may raise your children like that, but unfortunately a lot of people don't. A lot of people raise their children how they are, which is very showy, very flashy. Look at me, look at what I've got, look at what I've got to give, look at me. And the children are raised the same because that's what they see and that's what they do, and they look down on others who don't have that, just like their parents do, unfortunately. I mean, the way you're raising your children, that's great, I love that for you. I just it's not a common thing.
Yeah, and
can I just use this as an example? It's like when Tilly had her birthday party last year, we just rented out a church hall and she had a disco. She actually had a rave, it was like a kid's rave. And she had a brilliant time. All the kids loved it, they had jam sandwiches. And then she attended another child's party and they had ponies in the back garden with unicorn horns. And she went, Nanny, why didn't they have ponies for my birthday? Do you know what I mean? Like,
that's the sort of thing I'm trying to get to. It's like that, and when the children see other children getting a lot more as well, they're kind of like, oh well, was I not good enough to deserve that?
And she didn't go into it. She didn't say, oh, Nanny, what, she didn't say you don't look. She said, well, where were the pants for my birthday, Nanny? Do you know what I mean?
Can I ask a question?
Go on.
So for people who, we know there's people out there who earn a lot more money than other people, and there's people out there like me who don't, but I save all year and I save a lot to be able to give my kids things, and they might be nicer than what other children can afford. So does that mean that then people shouldn't do that because there's people who are less fortunate and who can't afford to do that because children are going to be upset? Like, what do people think about that? That you shouldn't?
No, it's just about being gracious.
But how are you not gracious just because you've got
I think posting it all over for social media and things like that, that's not gracious. That's showy.
So can I just say something on that? I get what you're saying, and I think that I've had times in my life where I literally haven't known whether I'm going to be able to afford a loaf of bread the following day, and those times are hard and it's tough. But I'm not looking at the person in the front of the queue whether they've got XYZ in my basket. I just think it's social media's here. It's not going anywhere. You have to somehow decide not to be affected by it. And by the way, if you think it's showy, then fine. I see loads of things and I think, God, I wouldn't have posted that, or I wouldn't do that, and that's okay to have different opinions. I just think that it's I'm going to say it's not that deep unless you're a parent who sat there and wondered how you're going to, buy a tin of beans, let alone an Easter egg. And then I sort of have a lot of understanding. And there are people out there, and that is heartbreaking to think about because,
Yeah, I've been in that position a couple of years ago, about 10 years ago, when I just split up from my first two children's dad. I literally didn't have to piss in. Yeah. I had nothing. It come to the point that the college I was at actually had to provide food and Easter eggs for my children because I couldn't have fed them over the holidays because they weren't in nursery.
Yeah, I get it.
So when I see people and they're like showing all this off, and then knowing that my children are also on social media because they're now teenagers, older teenagers, nearly 16, and they're seeing that, it's kind of like they then turn around and go, well, why didn't I get that?
Do you know what though? I bet you any money. So I know from my sort of humble beginnings, it made me work harder, try harder, do more. There's a lot of people that's actually that's actually real motivation for them. So those kids that grow up with everything, sometimes they don't understand that when they're adults, they're going to have to really work hard for themselves. The kids who grow up with less, they're the ones that are out there, you know, trying to understand how they're going to be successful in life and stuff like that. So, you know, there's pros and cons to everything. Just my opinion. I'm going to drop down before I say the wrong thing and cancel myself yet again. Bye.
Me too. I'm going to drop down and let you carry on and give someone else a pass.
Thank you, Ashley, my darling.
But yeah, to just sum up so I can jump down, I think that if you want to do that for your children, that's great. Spoil your children rotten, but maybe just have it a personal thing. It you know, the whole world doesn't need to know. You know, that's my opinion. Just keep it to yourself.
Thank you kindly, darling.
Right, thanks, Miss Red.
Bye, darling.
Bye.
Remember, guys, this is what these boxes are for everybody to come in and have your say and have your difference of opinion. You know, we don't want everybody coming in and agreeing with the same thing. Do you know what I mean? But I would like to hear from Annette, because Annette, hello, Annette, darling.
Good morning, Miss Red. Belated happy Easter to you.
Annette, I've seen you win £2,000 at the Bongo Bingo.
First of all, it wasn't Bongo Bingo, it was Loco Bingo.
Okay, sorry.
There are no cash prizes at Loco Bingo, so I don't know who's telling you I won £2,000.
Okay.
I won a giant big pink teddy bear.
Oh, okay, darling. It looked like a rave.
It was. It's nightclub bingo. That wasn't actually why I've come in the box to talk about it, but I'm happy to talk about it for a minute if you want to.
No, what did you come in the box for, Annette?
Well, I came in to talk about what you're talking about this morning, Miss Red. Easter.
Oh, okay, darling.
And I've seen what some people have said in the comments.
Yeah.
And I am here, Miss Red, to comment about the Easter egg scenario.
Yeah.
But I'm also here to remind people of the real meaning of Easter.
Oh, I mean, yeah, but we don't want a big story about God.
I'm not going to give you a big story. I'm just here to remind people that the real meaning of Easter isn't chocolate, isn't bunnies, isn't flowers, isn't eggs, isn't PlayStations, isn't everything else. The real meaning of Easter is that Christ died on the cross, save us all from our sins, to be the connection back to God, and so that we can all have a eternal life.
Can I butt in on this?
Who took Annette out the box?
Luke!
It weren't Luke, actually. Thank you, Annette, darling, and I agree with you. That's what Easter's all about. It's not about PlayStations and everything else, but if you do want to do that for your children, then, you know, it's up to you, really. Hello, everybody. Unmute everyone. Let's have a conversation.
Miss Red, first, you know, me and you were sat next to each other. Give us a big kiss. But I just came in to say about the chocolate thing. I buy Mia one Easter egg, and that's it. Like, I don't really give a fuck. It's just so when she goes to school and like everyone's like, oh my god, did you get an Easter egg? Like, yeah, like I don't want her to feel left out, because obviously we are Muslims, so we don't believe in the kind of stuff, but I don't want her to feel left out.
Oh, that's lovely, top girl.
But yeah, I only came in for a bit of clout and a kiss. Bye everyone.
Bye, top girl.
And make me mod.
Can I ask a question?
Absolutely not, you menace. Hello, darling.
I was just wanted to check with everybody, because obviously with the Easter egg thing, and some people are saying, you know, we shouldn't be uploading pictures of everything that they got. But I've seen a lot of pictures of people taking pictures with their kids of like maybe just one Easter egg or 2 Easter eggs. So why is it okay for them to upload a picture of what they're doing with their child and what their child got, but not for the people who spoil their child to upload online?
I suppose that's a valid question, really, GNC. That is, guys, that is a valid question. I don't know. So for me, like, and again, I've already said, I just feel like it's a little bit of peer pressure. And because, you know, what I've seen is PlayStations, Gucci shoes, Gucci t-shirts, So you do, and I'm on the side of the parents that have a low income. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel for them because, like, they'll be looking at this stuff and they'll be like, I'd love to do that for my child, but, you know, I can't afford to, you know, an Easter egg will do. So, like, why should everything always be about, like, you can buy more or, you know, they're going to get more? Why can't we just keep it simple? Here's an Easter egg, here's 10 Easter eggs. You don't need a PlayStation, designer shoes and perfume. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, I just think it's different, as people were saying, like with different incomes as well, because the fact that, you know, if someone can afford more and that's what they're getting their child and someone else can't afford that, and people are saying, oh, well, you know, the kids think that, oh, they don't deserve things like that. But it's like, what, so does everybody in the world have to buy their child the same present for Christmas, for Easter, for their birthday, and they're only allowed to upload a picture if it's minimum stuff online? Because as people said, like, I'm only from like a middle class family, like I don't have like lots of money, so I grew up with like getting a bit of Easter eggs and maybe like a tracksuit and a pair of trainers. But, you know, other people can afford more, so I don't see why they should be getting punished or spoke about because they can afford to give their child more or not be able to, you know, share that experience online like everybody else.
Yeah, so for me, I'm not punishing. I don't intend to sit here and punish
you, sorry, not you personally.
Yeah, and I don't feel like anybody should be, you know, get any hate. If that's how they want to be, then it's up to them. But what does it install in the children? Like, you know, would they value these things? Like, if they're getting all this just, you know, for celebrations just like Easter, does it? Do you get what I'm saying? Is it going to cause them to be ungrateful? Oh, I'll get this. Do you get what that's where I'm coming from? Really?
Yeah, I think it depends on the family that you're brought up with and what you've like grown up with. So if you've grown up like, you know, like you said, like the royal family, are they going to sit there and give their child one Easter egg for Christmas? They're not. They're going to give them a lot more than just one Easter egg. And that's, I think, what is the point is that people are different. And if you want to give your child something, then I think that we should be allowed to give that to them without other people thinking that we're trying to rub it in people's faces.
Right, okay, thank you. Does anyone disagree with DNC?
I just wanted to say, my dad's 70, right, and when he was growing up in Salford, they got Easter outfits under best, and they got one, like, paste egg. That's what they got. They always got an outfit. So as a kid, me growing up in the 80s, we always got outfits. So my kids always get an outfit.
Yeah.
So mine got 2 eggs, an outfit, and
thank you, Dana.
They got like a peanut ball thing between them, and I had this sensory vending machine, which I think I actually bought for my son's birthday, which is just before Easter, but it didn't arrive.
Yeah, so it's okay, like an outfit. It isn't a. Yeah,
not trainers or anything, shorts and t-shirt, which they did need because the hot weather came as a bit of a shock. And we weren't really that prepared.
Honestly, I can understand the outfit because, you know, thank you, Reese, my darling, thank you. Because, you know, Easter is a special day for some, you know, you go out, visit family, go and have nice food and things like that, but PlayStations and Gucci shoes.
That's the other thing, Miss Red, right, because my kids are send, well, 2 of them are, they don't eat Sunday dinner, so I'm not cooking a Sunday dinner for me. So we had Domino's for our Easter Sunday.
I don't blame you, darling.
No, I just eat whatever, because I always say at Christmas as well, eat whatever makes you happy. You don't have to have turkey for Christmas dinner. You don't have to have lamb for Easter. Eat whatever you like. Do you know what I mean? And then the same with like budget. Like I bought the food bank 20 Easter eggs. I didn't post it online. I don't post my kids'. I posted the vending machine because it helps out the TikTok seller who I bought it from to doing them a review. And that's why I think it's all about that. I mean, like, that's not me being showy or saying, look at what my kids got, because I could have said, look at me in Tesco's buying all these Easter eggs for the food bank. You don't do that.
Yeah.
You do it because you want to do it, and the thought of a child not getting an Easter egg upsets me more than...
Well, that was a lovely thing for you to do, Kate.
I do it at Christmas. I've done it for years. I've always done it. PS5, so that's a bit much, and I do wonder if that child got it for a birthday.
This is what I'm saying, darling.
But my child got an iPhone 16 Pro yesterday because he broke his on Good Friday. So he could have easily gone on TikTok and said, I got this for Easter. And he would have known.
Well, can I ask, how old is your child?
15.
Right, okay. So, yeah, so they need a phone at that age. It's
Yeah, but he pays towards it himself, Miss Red, so I can't really mock him for that.
No, you can't, darling. It's teaching him responsibility if he has to pay some towards his own, bills. I agree with that.
No, he pays for the... So I say to him, your budget's like £20, and if it's 35 for his phone, then he pays the additional 15 a month for his phone.
Of course, that's installing some values into your child that, you have to work and you have to contribute to towards life. Thank you, Kate, my darling, for joining. Thank you very much.
Oh, no, thanks, everyone. I hope everyone has a good Easter anyways. Bye.
Bye, darling. Thank you, CMG, my darling, for joining.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
Right, guys, no, I've got no more time for boxes. Who's next? MT, do you want everyone on mute? Let's all have a conversation.
Just
MT.
before anyone gets assassinated by any parrot, I kicked Luna out the box because I didn't want to spread misinformation today. On this holy day, making out that this was all about Jesus when it's not. We all know that the Pope's died. So I kicked her out the box. I couldn't deal with it any longer. My emotions are all up the wall, as you all know. On the actual topic of conversation, I think it's basically people's life experiences. We all have different experiences in life, and I think Cockapoo's right when she says that it's about what you do and how you make it, isn't it? And you have to change your own life situation. It's only you that can do it, no one else. And that's all I've got to say on the matter. I'm going into conclave now anyway because I need to go and elect a new pope, so I'll see you in a few months. See you later.
Bye.
Hello, Miss Red.
Hello, darling. Can we send love to MT, please? Thank you, MT, for joining us. Hello. Who said that? Was you, Sigma?
No, it was me.
Hello, Chelsea. Sorry, darling.
That's all right. I was going to have my say this because, do you know what? Me and my partner are both different on Easter. So both of us aren't religious.
Yeah.
So I only really do Easter just for the fact of it just turns into a fun day for my children, the Easter bunny and all that. So on Saturday, I was doing all the decorations. All I do is I go on Temu, £10, you get a bloody table banner, you get banners, balloons, all of it for just a tenner. I got them 2 eggs each and some little mini eggs just to hide around.
Yeah.
He turned around to me and he was like, "You're going over the top with this. We're not even religious." But I was trying to explain to him, actually, it's a fun day for the kids.
Yeah, it is. See, I think what you've done is lovely. It weren't over the top, but you made it fun,
Exactly. And I'm one of these mums, like my kids, they don't, so all their birthdays, I'm quite lucky, their birthdays are in summer.
Yeah.
So what I do is they don't actually get toys every month. Like my friends will go out, they'll go shopping, but they'll get a big massive toy for their kid either way. And in Easter they'll buy like clothes, like you say, phones, Xboxes, new games for it. I don't do that because in my head I think Christmas is a special day for that. I don't want to take it away from them.
Yeah.
They get one day a year where I can sort of go out because I save up each month, where they do get a bit of a splash out. They get toys, they get all that because that's Christmas. That's about presents in my eyes.
Yeah.
But with Easter, I do post it on Facebook, just the banners and stuff, purely just to show people that I'm not made of money. I'm skint. I've not come from a wealthy family neither. What I get is just about enough to feed my kids, put clothes on them, and get them the odd treats. So what I do is I go on Temu, £10 for a whole kit, and then I go on Facebook, and sometimes you find like people like how do I explain it? Like people that make their own little Easter bits, and they do it like from home, and they're selling it to make money for themselves. And then I buy like little bits from there, like £5 here and there. But I think that's enough. And I always say to my children, even with just 2 Easter eggs, I always remind them how lucky they are because I can do that. I'm not made of money, but I can do that, and you appreciate it. Don't go bragging. The minute if I find out my kids brag, they'll get nothing.
But I think what you're doing is lovely because you're putting thought into it. You're making it fun for the kids. And, I think what you're doing, what you've done is lovely, Thank you for joining, Chelsea, my darling. We love that.
Thank you for letting me on.
Bye, darling.
Bye.
Yeah, make Easter fun. It doesn't need to be about bloody designer stuff. Do you know what I mean?
Hello, Miss Red.
Hello, Sigma.
Hello. I'm going to show my age now. I'm a mother and a grandmother and a special guardian for my grandson. He's 12 now, and I've had him since he was 10 weeks old. I was brought up old school. Obviously, one of 4 siblings, didn't have a lot. And my grandson is brought up old school because obviously I'm his grandmother, but also his parent.
Yeah.
And he doesn't get things because of the life that he's got. You know, I'm a single parent for him, and he doesn't go without. But basically what I want to remind people is that you can't buy love. And, you know, for the people who, you know, there was a young lady in here that was quite tearful with regards to the fact that, you know, she was at a point in her life where she, you know, she couldn't afford certain things for her kids.
Yeah.
I've been there. I've done that, you know, probably twice over with my own children and now with my grandson.
Yeah.
So, you know, as long as you give your children love, you know, and you kiss them goodnight, you know, and they're there to see you in the morning and everything, no amount of gifts can buy love. And I think people need to remember that. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say. But yeah, big up to all the mums and the dads out there who are struggling and everything, you know, and just remember you can't buy love.
Absolutely. We love that. Thank you, Sigma.
Thank you.
Bye, darling.
Can you kick me?
True, guys. You can't buy love. Hello, Hayley.
Hello, you alright? It's got nothing to do with Easter at all, or your FYP. I'm just coming in to tell Cockapoo that I am now day 2 of my hangover, and it's all her fault.
Why did she send you some buzz balls?
No, she just encouraged me, so we're not talking to Cockapoo anymore. So if you could just tell her that I'm not talking to her anymore. It's all her fault.
What did she do?
Well, I don't really remember, but she was in my live and I'm sure it was her fault.
Cockapoo, you're getting blamed, darling. I don't
actually remember what she did, but I remember her being there, so I'm blaming her.
What was she drinking, Hayley?
I don't know, shots and everything, but it's all Cockapoo's fault, so...
Okay, if it makes you feel better, Cockapoo, it's your fault Hayley's got a 2-day hangover. You should
it definitely is.
But Hayley, you have to take responsibility, darling, because, you know, you did...
I don't think I should. I think we should just stick with blaming Cockapoo. It's just easier.
Okay, if it makes you feel better, it's Cockapoo's fault. Thank you.
For everything else, so I just thought I'd give it a go.
Cockapoo's fault. There you go, guys. If you've got a hangover today, blame Cockapoo.
Exactly, definitely. See you later.
Bye. Poor Cockapoo. Can't catch a break, can she? Hello, Tazia.
Do I need to remind you of my name again, Miss Red?
Tanzia.
Tasia.
Tasia, yes, that's it. I don't do it out of ignorance, you know.
No, I know. I just wanted to say, I think Easter's more about like getting together as a family, having fun like that. Obviously I've got a little girl. We go up my auntie's, we do Easter egg hunts, make Easter bonnets and stuff like that. I just think a PS5 is a bit ridiculous, if I'm quite honest.
I feel a little bit bad now, you know, because like my intention isn't or anything like that. It's just like I feel personally, just me, that PS5s and designer things for something like Easter is a little bit too excessive, when it should be about like what you said, Easter egg hunts, making Easter bonnets and you know, chocolate, you know, crispy nest cakes. Do you know what I mean? Rather than, oh, let's get them a PS5. They're going to be in the room on it 24/7. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I like for like Christmas and stuff. Like, if you're going to get your kids like a PS5 for Easter, what are you getting them for Christmas and their birthdays? Like, I just think. Like, even schools down where I live in Portsmouth, even schools down here aren't even celebrating Easter anymore.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I just think if you're getting your child, like, each to their own, like, obviously do what you want to do, but I just think it's a bit silly, really. I think it's about a family thing, getting together as a family and things like that. I think that's what Easter's about, more like.
Yeah, definitely. I'm on the same wavelength as you, but like I say, if people have got the money, it's their choice, I suppose, how they want to spend, their choice how they want to parent. Just that I thought it'd be a good conversation because, like, you know, everybody's different, isn't it? And we've heard that today, you know, and like I say, for those that can do it for the children and enjoy doing it, well, you know, when you work hard, well done. Well, you know.
Yeah, I agree. But I just think it's more of a family thing, getting together as a family, and that's what makes it good. Like, we had an Easter bunny come to my auntie's house and my daughter absolutely hated it. So it was pointless having that there.
That's it. She's started for life now.
Yeah, she is.
The same.
Yeah. But thank you anyway, Miss Red, for letting me up.
Oh, no problem. Thank you for coming up, my darling.
Thank you. See you later.
Bye. Bye. Guys, I'm so sorry I never had any more time to get everybody in the boxes for this Easter debate. But I do love hearing what everybody's got to say. So did you enjoy that little debate about the I'll show you what me and Tilly made, and we hid all around the house. That's what me and Tilly did. We decorated egg, guys, and then they had to collect them in the little basket, and they loved it. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I've saved these. I'll put them up. That was my one. So that was us. We did loads. But yeah, so again, no offence. I don't mean any offence to parents that do want to go above and beyond for the children. You know, I'm not here to offend you. If you can do that and you want to do that, that's up to you. But I'm just on the wavelength of, you know, keep it cute and keep it small, because we don't want to be, you know, I just like, little is more for me. Do you know what I mean? Do you know, even if I had the money, I wouldn't do it, guys. Absolutely not. I wouldn't do it. Yeah, so each to their own. I do think a PS5 is a little bit excessive though, and 20 games to go with it. But, you know. Right, guys. So, I'm really thirsty. Oh. The meds have kicked in and made me have cotton mouth. Thank you, everybody. Right, so guys, I'm going to get going because it is Bank Holiday Monday and we're going to go to a food court. Nom, nom, nom. And I'm just going to spend the day eating. Right, guys, so have a lovely Easter and thank you, everybody, for joining me. My daughter got a dress in the neck. That's lovely. Memories over money. Yeah. But like I know, like, you know, parents like Ashley, you know, Ashley works so hard all year, and, you know, if that's what she wants to do and makes her happy and makes her kids happy, and other parents like Ashley, then, you know, that's what works for you and you're entitled to do it. You earn the money, you spend it how you want. But I'm more low key, do you know what I mean? I don't like party with money, to be honest with you. When I walk, I squeak. So, happy, congratulations, Natasha. I hope I get an invite to the wedding because I love a buffet. Right, guys, thank you, everybody who gifted me today and sent your heart me tap screen. Lexi, MVP, Alicia, Angie, Lauren, Steph, Tasia, oh my God, can I just call you Taz, darling? Mary, Mamia 3, Mother Glasgow, Ro, Debbie, Dippy Egg, Inks, I'll just give you a follow back. Yvette, Lily, Claire, Poppy, Adam, Keely, and Mary. I'll just give you a follow back, guys. I'm just going to call you Taz. Can I just call you Taz, please? And then I won't get told off if I call you Taz. Tasia. It's a tongue twister for me, you know. Right, guys, I'm going to get going. Have a lovely Bank Holiday Monday. Thank you, Taz. Have a lovely Bank Holiday Monday and go out and go for a picnic. Take the kids to the park to feed the ducks and, I don't know, go to the pub. Not you, Hayley, because you got a hangover, and just have a lovely day. Thank you, mods, for looking after the room. Have a lovely holiday, JD. I love you all. Oh, it's raining. I forgot about that. It's not raining here. Take an umbrella. Battles later. No, I'm not in the mood for battles now. Yes. I'm off. I want to go and eat. Thank you, guys. I'll see you tomorrow morning, and we will be on at 10 o'clock. And for those that are subscribed, I'll see you over at the Discord. Again, thank you, mods, for looking after the room. You too, Clover.